Hi everyone, this is Lisa with Ink and Inspirations, and thank you for coming back to view another one of my videos. Today I wanted to show you how I start from using scraps that I have. Like this one is from the beautiful Autumn Spice Designer Series paper pack that's in the Holiday Mini. And I start with a piece that I have lying maybe on my desk or on my work table next to me, and that's what I use as a starting point for a card. So I wanted to show you what I came up with this one. I saw that the background here was Early Espresso, and I wanted to use that as a base, but I knew that would be too dark. Here's the base, so I just flipped it over, and that was my starting point. And here, I believe this was 3 3/4 by 4, and I went and I looked in another pile of scraps, and I found this piece right here. See if I can puzzle it back together. It was like this. And so I thought, okay, let me see if I can use that, and I cut that off at 4 inches, and I decided I was going to put that here. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that with my snail. And this is really fun to build a card this way, because you just go with it. You just start putting your pieces together and see what works with what. Okay, and so then I had this piece left. I thought, what am I going to do with that? And I just went like this, and I thought, well, maybe that will work. And I thought, yes, let me put some more light here. There. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. It's kind of an L shape. I mean, really wouldn't use it for something else. Couldn't punch out of it, so I thought, well, I don't want it to go to waste, so let me just put that right up here. So now I have the card starting to develop. And then I thought, this is too plain over here, and I didn't want to cut my card down this time, so I decided to use the coordinating set that goes with the Autumn Spice paper, Day of Gratitude. And I'm going to use this leaf right here, and I'm going to do some tone-on-tone stamping with the leaf and just go down the side here, stamping each time on the ink pad, Early Espresso on Early Espresso. Then I thought, okay, let's see how that looks now, and I liked it. So then I decided, okay, what am I going to use for maybe my main image? And wanted to use Very Vanilla, and here you can see I have an ornament punch out of this, another scrap. I'm going to move this aside. And I wanted to use this stamp also from Day of Gratitude, and I decided to use the rock and roll technique because it's really quick, and that's where you use 2 colors of inks, stamping with the lighter one first. And I'm going to use more Mustard Classic, and there it's inked up there. And then with Cajun Craze, I'm going to take my stamp and roll it around, and that makes the edges a little darker color. Let me turn this stamp. See how pretty that is? It shows the 2 colors, and more mustard here, Cajun Craze there. And then I took a punch that I thought would fit, and this is the 1 3/8 inch circle. Punched it out, and I thought that needs a background. It needs some more color. Didn't want to just put that. So the next thing I did is I had a scrap of Cajun Craze, and I took the smallest of the scallop circle punches that we have, and I'll have all these details on the video screen as annotations. And I thought, okay, that looks pretty, so here we go. Card is slowly building, and adhere that. Okay, so I had that, and I thought, okay, that's not enough, I need a sentiment. So there are 2 within the Day of Gratitude Thank You and this Thanksgiving Gratitude stamp. I decided to use the Thank You, and I mounted it on my clear block, and I'm going to stamp, and then I decided to just tear it out. Okay, and I'm going to leave a little extra right there on that end so I can have something to adhere it with. And then I looked around on my desk and, well, looky here, here's a piece of that little crochet ribbon that we have. And I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'll have it up on the screen. And I decided, well, let me just see about like that. So that looks okay. And sometimes the prettiest cards, and I'm not saying this is the prettiest card, but sometimes your best work and the work that you're most pleased with is the one that you just go with it and don't really know where you're headed when you get started. Start with a piece. Okay, and so there I have that. And I'm talking, so I adhered it in the wrong place. Thank you, Snell, for letting me pick you back up. Okay. There we go. Okay, so then I wanted something here to look like it wasn't just floating there, and so I have some of these little vintage trinkets. They're real cute, like little safety pins and little brads that look like tiny buttons. Really cute. I'm going to use my paper piercer, punch a hole, and stick that through like that's what's holding that on. Okay, move some of my stuff out of the way. And there I have that. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this together. Oops, slow down. Okay, I'm trying to stay under my 10 minutes for my video. I really wanted it to be shorter, but sometimes I get long-winded. Okay, then I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to use dimensionals for that. Now there's some on my desk somewhere. And here, and remember the trick here is press with your thumbnail, pull up, press, pull up, and just attach that like that. And then I thought I still need something else, and so I had a little piece of linen thread on my desk, tied it in a bow, and I'm just going to kind of stick that right there, and its little threads are going to kind of fill in that blank white space, so to speak, there. And I think I'm going to use a mini glue dot. Sorry, reaching across my desk to get my roll, and I'm going to just attach it. And so there you go. Just a quick little card, and using scraps that I had laying around, and I hope you will try that. If you have any questions, email me at lisa@inkinspirations.com, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.